morning. Happy Vlogtober day 23, I think. I'm not feeling 100% today, so we're just gonna do a story time, and I'm just gonna take it easy the rest of the day. But this story time is an event. Not really an event, but something that happened earlier this year. So, let's see. I had this friend that I was friends with since high school. We would be in and out of touch. We got really this person, her and her boyfriend at the time got hooked on drugs. This was in 2019, 2018 through 2020. I think they were hooked on some pretty hard drugs, and I wasn't in contact with them. And then they came back into our lives in 2021 or 2022. Can't remember exactly. I think it was 2021. And we were really close. They were over all the time. We would play games. It was just always a good time. Now, this friend of mine, she has a lot of different beliefs than I do. She isn't a very loyal partner, and would often cheat on her partner. And a lot of my friends, now that I'm not friends with her, are like, why were you friends with her? Because she has such different values than you. And I was like, I had fun with her, and honestly I had a lot of fun, and I felt like I could be myself with her. And I just tried not to be judgy about her being a cheater, even though I didn't think that was good. She's a different person than me, and I try to be understanding of that. Fast forward to March of this year, she comes over on my birthday, and I find out that she had broke up with her boyfriend, who they had been together for a decade. But she broke up with him to be with this man that she met maybe a week prior, 10 days. And he had just gotten out of jail. And this man had been in and out of jail for, about, I think, in the early 2010s, so 2012-ish. He was in jail for possession, attempted murder, basically. And he was in jail for a while. Then he was out. Then he went back into jail for, drug possession. And then just got out and was on probation. And, she's just going on and on about him. And I'm like, look, I'm trying to be happy for you, because that's what I want for you. I want you to be happy. I want you to feel loved. I want you to be in a relationship where you're happy. But there are so many red flags here. So yeah, I was trying to be a good friend by saying I want you happy, but also there are some serious red flags here. One of which was the fact that I think it was 2 weeks into their relationship, he was talking about getting married. Going down to the courthouse, getting married, and then next year throwing a wedding party or whatever. And it was all so fast. I was like, girl, this is not, this is screaming red flags. Why does he need to marry you within 30 days? Why is this a thing? This is going way too fast. You really don't even know this guy. And he's a violent man. He's very controlling. They were very much constantly on the phone, and he's trying to control how she is with coworkers and things while she's at work. And she's like, no, it's a good thing. It's a good thing. I'm like, girl, no, it's not. No, it's not. You shouldn't be with someone who's trying to control who you are. Even if they're trying to fix the fact that you are a cheater and you flirt and all that. No. But I was very kind every time I approached her. And then, but with my concerns. And eventually she messages me and tells me that her mom's mad at her, and no one wants to see her happy, and that her mom is like really mad that they want to get married, and just telling her how stupid she is and blah blah blah. And I'm like, well, look, like your mom's never been good at coming across like, on this stuff, but this has nothing to do with anybody wanting you happy or not. This is like red flag city, and as your friend, I cannot sit by and watch this happen without voicing my concerns. Another thing is that, like, she kept trying to get me to meet him and, like, force me into meeting him and was like, yeah, I'll just show up at your house one day. And I was like, no, you won't. No, you won't. I have a family. I have a child, and I do not know this man. You do not know this man. I do not want this man in my house. And he just got released from jail or prison or whatever. And I'm like, look, if you just give me time, like, and I can, like, see that this guy is a good guy, we can go from there. But right now, I'm not ready, and I need you to respect that. She didn't. Yeah, there were so many things that I tried to point out, and I was like, hey, if you can explain to me, like, why. She just completely stopped talking to me, and then eventually blocked me on Facebook. And then I reached out to her on TikTok one last time, and I was like, look, I saw you blocked me. You know, I think it's sad that you're throwing away our friendship because I'm being a good friend and voicing my concerns while also telling you that I want you to be happy. Just that I'm concerned, and any normal human would find this very concerning. And no, she wouldn't respond, and I blocked her on TikTok and anywhere else that I could think of that she could reach out to me, because there's no point. Like, we've had our ups and downs, and our last major fight before this one really showed me that, like, she wasn't being very supportive. Her and her boyfriend at the time, they weren't respecting boundaries, and like it was a lot. And I have been learning and growing in therapy, and with that comes loss of friendship a lot of times, and loss of, like, people in your life, because you're cutting people off that are toxic. And unfortunately, she was. And it sucks because I loved her dearly, and I hope nothing but the best for her. That was a really hard situation, and it was really difficult for me to work through that because I felt like I was doing something wrong because she was mad at me. I have a really hard time when people are angry with me. I feel like I'm not being a good person, even though, like, my therapist was even like, cut that girl off. Like, you do not need people like that in your life. It's hard. It's hard. Yeah, it's not easy losing that friendship. I think we need to normalize, like, mourning the friendships that we've lost. Because it is hard. Like, I had so many good times with her, and we would laugh so hard. It would hurt. She was someone that her laugh would make me laugh, and my laugh would make her laugh, and it would get dangerous because we would not be able to breathe. And we always had such a really good time. So yeah, I miss her. I miss her a lot. But I also know that she didn't respect my boundaries, and, you know, she just didn't understand. She wasn't ever trying to, like, really help herself. And I am growing and healing myself and learning how to set boundaries and not just follow along what everyone's doing. I'm learning to be me and be proud of who I am. And in doing so, I was outgrowing our friendship, and that's hard. We had so many good times. So, and, like, something that's been really hard as well with like this friendship loss is, like, moving here. I know she would have been so happy for me. I would have loved to been like, look, I finally got out of that hellhole. But it's okay because, like, Now at least she doesn't know where I live, and she can't just come bring her husband. Pretty sure they're married. They got a marriage license at the end of April, and his Facebook says he's married. Yeah, I did a little bit of stalking. But, like, I don't know. It just sucks. So yeah, it's hard losing a friendship. Anyway, I am done crying. I am going to get this edited and uploaded, and I'm sorry that this isn't a more entertaining vlog. I'm just not feeling very good. But yeah, that's all I got for now. Until next time, I'll see you guys tomorrow.